everybody, welcome to the 𝐂𝐸. I'm Jessica. In today's video, we are going to be putting on our chauffeur's cap and talking about learning on the go, or as we like to call it, Carschooling. I don't know about you, but with a homeschooler, we are seriously rarely home, especially the older Emily's gotten. Now that she's a tween/teen, she has so many activities and extracurricular things. We're gone way more than we're here. So I've had to get kind of creative and come up with ways to still get things done or use my time wisely. It doesn't help that we personally live an hour from civilization, which means that really anything that we need to do, groceries, library, doctor, any of her extracurriculars, are all 1 hour in one direction and then an hour back home. So 2 hours round trip. Makes things a little bit difficult, but because of that, I've had to come up with some hacks to really make learning on the go or Carschooling work for us. Number one is to plan ahead. When you live an hour from civilization, you are not trying to go as many times in a week. Like, we do not live the kind of lifestyle where like, oh, you forgot this for dinner, let's just run, go pick it up. It's not happening. You're not driving an hour to go pick up the lemons you forgot. You're just either cooking without them or you better come up with a different recipe. So I plan ahead and I say, okay, we're going to this location. Whatever the city is, let's do everything we can in one day. Like, I will block off an entire day. We will go grocery shopping. We'll make our doctor's appointments. We'll do her extracurricular activities. We'll go to the library. We'll do whatever we can in that location so that we've only lost one whole day. Because Emily and I are both the type of people who would rather lose a full day than sacrifice like half a day on Monday, half a day on Wednesday, a quarter of a day on Friday. That would drive both of us crazy because once we're disrupted, it's hard to get back into whatever groove we were in or the rhythm we were doing. So it's just better to say, okay, Tuesday, we're going to be gone all day. We won't do traditional homeschool, but we'll do some learning on the go. And the rest of the week will be normal. Number two is to load up on audiobooks and podcasts, especially educational podcasts. We listen to a ton in the car. The great thing about audiobooks and podcasts is even if you or you have kids that tend to get car sick, because I know some of you guys do, luckily that's not the case for us. But if you do, audiobooks and podcasts are still a great option because they're not going to make it worse. There are tons of audiobooks to choose from. We typically have at least 2 going at all times, sometimes even more. But normally Emily and I have one that we're listening to. And then we have a family one we're listening to for when Kevin's with us. That way, no matter who's in the car, nobody's missing out on a story. And we're also not missing out on using that time for an audiobook. Because it would be, in my opinion, a waste of time if like Kevin didn't go with us and it was an hour or even 2 hours and we couldn't listen to anything. So it makes it easy for us to have multiples. That way, whoever is in the car has an audiobook to listen to. And then educational podcasts are amazing because any topic, there's a podcast for that. Math, history, science, there's storytelling ones, inventions. Like, there is something for every subject and every topic you can think of. So I will link our favorite podcast in the description so that you guys can check it out. But we'll have something for everything. So if Emily's interested in something, she has a question about something, she'll search for a podcast on it. If I know that we're learning about something and I know there's a great podcast for it, I'll queue that up for us to kind of extend what we're already learning about. But telling you, there's a podcast for everything. So definitely add those and audiobooks to your list. Number 3 is to have some sort of like on the go bag or box or something, some like car activities. Sometimes when it is just Emily and I, maybe we're not in the mood for an audiobook, or maybe I need to make some phone calls so we can't listen to one, or she just, wants to kind of zone out, which is totally acceptable. It's nice to have activities on hand. So for us, Emily has a Carschooling organizer or an organizer in general that sits next to her in the car. And I keep it full of activities, things that would interest her. I change it out every couple of months. So it just depends on what she's interested in, what resources we have, what season it is, where we're going, what we're doing for whatever's in there. So this is what will be going into Emily's Carschooling organizer. She had cat stuff in there for a few months. She got cat and dog stuff for Christmas, and she just recently asked me to change it. So I thought I would show you guys an example of the kind of things that I keep in the cart to keep her learning and occupied. The first thing for activities we have is the dog ate my Mad Libs. Emily loves doing Mad Libs. She thinks they're even funnier when we all do them together. So she will ask us to help her fill them in from the back seat. Then she proceeds to read them to us, which is always hilarious. We have the Smart Games Smart Dog Agility course. What I love about this is that it has 60 challenges from easy to wizard, and that it's self-contained, so it makes it perfect for on the go. Then we also have the Brain Games Sticker by Numbers Dogs. Emily absolutely loves doing these, and they were adorable pictures, so that is something that will keep her entertained. We also have the All Things Dog Discovery Deck. That way, if she does want some screen time, or if maybe I need to make a phone call, or I just want to listen to a podcast, she can put her headphones on and watch educational videos. We have the All About Dog word teasers. These are like true and false trivia style questions. So we have true or false, dogs should not eat grapes. This is true because grapes and raisins, which are dried grapes, are highly toxic for dog and can cause kidney failure. So she really likes asking us things like that from the back seat and trying to stump us. We also have a few books for her to read, look at, explore, whatever she wants to do. We have the Dog Breed Guide, the Daring Dogs 30 Heroic Hounds. She read me the feline one from the back seat, so I'm sure she'll be asking to read this one to me as well. It's a really good book and very interesting. And then we have the Atlas of Dogs. I also mentioned that we love audiobooks in the car, and Emily loves a theme as much as I do. So I did get Good Dogs on a Bad Day and Secondhand Dogs for us to listen to in the car. And number 4 is to use wait times wisely. So if you're on the go, you're probably going to end up waiting somewhere, whether waiting at a doctor's office, waiting at a restaurant, waiting for grocery pickup, whatever the thing is, you're going to be waiting. We like to use it wisely, and typically that's when we would play games. So I almost always, no, that's a lie. I always have some sort of game in my purse. These are some of our favorites. In fact, I just dug these out of my purse to show them to you guys. We have Spot It, Blink, and this is Go Trio, which is like the on-the-go version of O Trio in case you've seen the big board. These are our favorite because all 3 of these, you don't need a lot of space. None of them take a lot of time. They can all be played in probably, I would say, less than 10 minutes, depending. I mean, I guess you could technically make Go Trio last longer, but we can play these in under 5 minutes easily. So it's an easy game to pull out, play quickly, and have cleaned back up before the doctor calls you or before, you know, your food arrives at a restaurant. And it just makes wait times smoother, but it also means that we're using them wisely. So we're sneaking in a little bit of critical thinking or dexterity or whatever, not to mention connection, which is a huge part of our personal homeschool. It just is amazing. I do have a list of over 30 games that are perfect for traveling with, which would be great for this. So I will leave a link to that in the description for you as well, in case you have the need for some games to travel with if you're schooling on the go. And then number 5 is to not forget the basics. Like, use that time for conversation. I don't know about you and your kids, but this age with Emily has been so amazing. Like, now that she's 12 or 13, not only is she more talkative, but she's also a pretty cool kid. Like, I actually enjoy being around her, and our conversations can be so deep and so engaging. They help us connect. They help us learn. Like, the amount of things that we have learned from a simple conversation when we're in the car, like, I couldn't quantify that in any other way. I also couldn't have used a curriculum for us to learn that either. Like, I couldn't have planned it. So embrace the basics, the natural learning that can happen, and don't forget that, like, just a conversation can still totally count. Now, I'd love it if you would tell me how you manage homeschooling when you are on the go and what some of your favorite on the go or car schooling resources are. Let me know down in the comments.